It's easy to tell you love this industry.
Mm-hmm.
Young person getting out of college, why would you tell them to join?
I don't think you can have more fun in a job than you can have in advertising, especially now. You know, if you like to wake up every morning and to have the world different in a way that you have to figure out what to do in it, then this is a great industry. On top of that, I mean, it's the people who are in the industry. Working all day with creative people is the most fun you can have. It's a treat. They're creative about everything. And I also find people in advertising very involved in culture and what's happening in the world. So you have these sort of interesting, alive, funny, outrageous people who you think with every day and come up with new solutions. And then of course, if you like words and music and pictures and film, that's what you do all day. You play with that stuff. And so I find it exhilarating. I've just loved it. It's never felt like work to me.
It's find a job that you love and you'll never work another day in your life.
Exactly.
So, new person reports for work, fresh out of college, walks into your office, and you have one piece of advice for them that will allow them to achieve some measure of the success that you've enjoyed. What do you say?
Find something you love to do. Find something about which you can be passionate. And if it's not advertising, don't stay here. Go, if you don't like what you're doing right now, go find something you love. Because you're never gonna give enough of yourself to something unless you love it. And unless you sort of freely and openly and willingly give more of yourself than you ever thought you had, you're not gonna be successful. There is something about when you look at somebody who's doing something and their eyes light up when they talk about it. It's infectious. So if you want to lead a group of people, you better be sure your eyes are lighting up, not faking it, but you better be sure it's something about which you're so excited that you have to share it with everybody.
Well, you've infected me, and I've been in the industry 35 years.
That's good, David. Good.
So looking forward now,
yeah.
Next 5 years, next 10 years, what's going to be the greatest change in this industry, and what's going to drive that change?
Well, I think what's going to happen is we're going to have more ways of consuming content than has ever been imagined. And I think as a starting point, we all have to be agnostic about how an individual wants to consume content. Because they're just going to have so many choices and so many ways they can do it at different moments of the day that you just have to accept that. And so I think the real challenge for the next 5 years is learning how to use all these content places, content providers as advertising. Because just taking, sort of a small space print ad and putting it on a screen is not necessarily the most compelling way to get a message across. We have all this interactivity now. And when I was a girl and working in direct marketing, we used to try to imagine what it would be like if we could actually talk in real time to an individual and tell that person about our product and service. And then that person could talk back, and then we could talk back. And of course, we couldn't do it. But everything we did was to try to simulate what that would feel like. So now we can. And I think we're just in the infancy in this industry of trying to figure out how to use that ability to talk one-on-one to a person at a moment when he or she indicates that they're interested in what we have to sell, and to be able to close the sale. And so I think that's the next 10 years of our industry.
Exciting times ahead.
Indeed. Not for the faint of heart.
Thank you, Shelly.
Well, it's been great, David. Thank you.